One of the toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome to the banks of the Mississippi River, Simmons Bank Liberty Stadium in Memphis, home to the Memphis Tigers. As we'll see, the number 15 team in the country, the Missouri Tigers, taking on a team from the Mountain West, the Memphis Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. Missouri ready to kick off to get us underway. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Tigers offense will get the first possession of the game. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, David.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will. A really nice day. And I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So I'm anticipating the playbook to expand a little bit in this game. Maybe see some new schemes in the passing game just based on what this guy was able to do the last time he took the field.
Davis will throw quickly to the tight end. This is the kind of run that falls in the category of sanctioned violence as he's up to the 31. Let's take a minute here to talk a little Memphis. It's not the end of the world. This is not one of those be-all, end-all games that we used to have in a different era. But certainly for the winner, clear shot at a conference title and perhaps a spot in the college football playoff and a bye. Oh, he just handled it poorly. It's a seam wide open. They bring him down, but not only does he recover the fumble, he gets the first down. The Tigers moving quickly to the line. On the ground, it's Bryant. Some hard running there, but just too many defenders as he stopped for a loss. And the Tigers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Looking to fire. Shoots it to the left. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. How about this senior picking up some yardage and making a nice play on that one?
I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
Wide open downfield. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. They'll run it from the gun. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. Davis looking to pass. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. And on 4th down, here comes the field goal unit. And as a holder picks his spot, it'll be a 25-yard attempt. And this one is perfect. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
And he'll take that first drive. Like, you wanted a touchdown, but you gave the people here at home something to cheer about in that first drive. Move the football enough to get your kicker an opportunity to put 3 on the board.
So the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away after putting up a field goal. Let's see what the defense can do. On the run from inside his own 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. So Missouri's offense will take the field for the first time. And what a performance this guy turned in last week. Spectacular in every aspect of the game, Jesse.
Well, I know one thing for sure. The quarterback is going to be looking his way early in this one. When you have a game like he did last time, your quarterback, you all of a sudden move up in priority in the pecking order for the guy throwing the football. So it's not going to surprise me early here if the quarterback looks his way, regardless of what the coverage is, based on what he showed last time out.
Yeah, and they were on the same page. It was fun to watch. I mean, you could tell that he knew exactly where his guy was, putting up the multiple touchdowns. Like, it was a thing of beauty. Now, defensively, I also know that. And I know he's looking that way. So look forward to seeing the chess match with the defense and maybe ways they can take him away.
Trying to pick it up on the ground. The Tigers will move the sticks with the first down.
Well, no real mystery there, and I think this coaching staff has a lot of confidence in their offensive line to get the push needed to give that back just a big enough crease to fall forward and get the first.
And it's so hard. My room for error is so small when I'm a defensive line. Like, I got to get off the ball as fast as I can and try to get some form of penetration. Just stop that ball from going north-south. They don't do it there, and they give up the first down.
To the ground. He's got it again. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. Missouri really moving on offense, set up with another first down. Goes to the option. There he goes. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage.
This offense is going to challenge the defense with their assignment football in the option game, and they're doing it here early in the first quarter. Great job by the quarterback, making all of his reads. Nobody accounting for the pitch guy, so you flip it out to him. And a nice gain offensively here. This is something the defense now is going to have to contend with for the rest of the game, trying to stop this option attack.
They'll try to power their way ahead. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36.
Yeah, and it's so nice. Don't overthink it, right? Just hand it off, get the first down, new set of downs, let's go.
Mizzou coming out with a fresh set of downs. Grab behind the line. It's Johnson. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. Less than a yard to go to pick up the first down. Looking for a chunk play on second and short. Fires to the tight end. Touchdown Tigers. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
It's so nice as a quarterback when it's not just your receivers that are dangerous after the catch. How about the yak ability by this tight end? He's a guy that can stretch the field. He can make DBs miss, and he's got speed. He's a generational talent. He's really helping out this offense.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 7-3. So they put together a 9-play, 75-yard drive. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Memphis has the ball back, and the offense ready to go to work. A little bit of feeling each other out. They're down 7-3 as they open this drive. Davis will throw. Just a short pass to the tight end.
I tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
Now the play fake. He'll pull it down and run.
It's so nice to be an offense on second down in short yardage situations. Why? I can take shots. If I want to, I can just act like I'm going to run and try to get the first down, take a deep shot down the field. I can run the football. The whole playbook is open to my disposal.
Jukes his way for more. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down. And you want to create second and short, third and short, or just get first downs like that run right there.
Throws to the wideout. got his man downfield. And he found all kinds of room and got it down to the 28. The Tigers headed quickly to the line.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
Second down, he'll throw it. Quickly out to the tight end. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. That's it for the period, and Missouri has the lead. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. So first down here as they go back to work. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. He's all the way down to the 3. An electric run has him set up. Memphis heads to the line with a first and goal. Powers forward. And this offense went right back to the well, and this time the defense made sure it ran dry.
There is nowhere to run and nowhere to hide on these situations. You know the physical ground game comes into play inside the 5-yard line, and they match the intensity. Nice job. Everybody flying around to the football, making the tackle for a loss. Nice job by this defense. Man, and that's a frustrating play when you go in reverse near the goal line, goal-to-go situations, Palmer. You got to get those positive yards. You can't go backwards if you're trying to get a touchdown.
You know, I'm trusting in my quarterback here to make the right decision. Looks like we're going to have to throw it, right? But if it's not open, just throw this thing away. You don't want to take a sack, lose extra yardage here. Just be smart with the football.
It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. That brings him to within 1.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
So after the last drive ended with a field goal, the kickoff team out there to send it away. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Single back formation, and they give it to him. Picks up the first down. They get it out to the 36 and on the move after a pickup of 15.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going,
he's going for the big play. Caught at the 25. Touchdown, Missouri! He got a step and just dusted the field.
sometimes it's players, not plays, or sometimes it's both. And when you got that guy and you put him in the slot and you let him burn for a go route right past a nickel corner or one of the reserve corners or a safety, that's a great job by the offense, and that speed you can't teach, and that's why he's in the house for 6.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And they kick it through for the extra point, and they have an 8-point lead. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Hey, guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great top 25 matchup. UCF has just had no answer to the beatdown they're taking today. I mean, when's the last time this happened to this program? They're trailing by 17 to New Mexico. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected, fellas.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Davis looking to pass. Completes it in the middle. There he goes. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. Pass completion moves the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. They'll run it out of the shotgun. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And that seemed a little off from the start, didn't it?
That was a big-time play, and it was off from the start because of the play he made.
And I don't think it would have mattered who was playing running back. There was absolutely nowhere to go.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
The last two runs went headlong into a brick wall. Now 3rd and 10. From the gun, wants to pass. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. Memphis will send the punt team onto the field. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. Mizzou has it back in the offense coming out on the field. They've been firing on all cylinders, touchdowns on each of the first 2 drives, and they'll try to make it 3 for 3. Back to the ground game on the left. Showing off the arms. He'll go out of bounds, but a solid pickup on the run.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
They'll get him down at the 48 after the 15-yard gain. What a weapon these wide receiver screens can be. Not only do you get a convoy blocking, you get dynamic running.
When you do this and you show me the threat of throwing this wide receiver screen, it makes me play defense differently. It makes me have more guys out wide, which opens...
Turning it on! Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down.
Man, those are so hard to defend. You know, the quarterback, obviously he's doing the run-pass option and creating some indecision in my head. And look at that. He hands it off, and the back gets a quick 10. Easy. You know, like just chews up yardage. Just really, really tough to stop those kind of plays.
Well, that's just a great play by the defender and great timing. It was the hit that forced that incompletion.
After the incompletion, they go back up top. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. And now this offense will try to overcome that 2nd down incompletion. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Complete out of the backfield, looking for the sticks. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. On 4th down, they're taking to the air. The incomplete pass makes this series end in frustration as they turn it over on downs. Quarterback by himself in the backfield. Davis will throw. Got his man quickly. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one. And the Tigers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Off the bootleg to buy a little space. Grab near the marker. It's Johnson. Stopped just across the 50 at the 49-yard line. It's a pickup of 10 and a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, the ground game. And he'll lose yardage on this play. Loses 2 yards. Great job by the defense.
They're trying to run the football, and there's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Down to 2 minutes to play in the first half, and it has been a dandy. A chance to perhaps get this game tied up before the break. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. They'll move the tight end. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Got it behind the line. It's Bryant. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. IndyCar tempo as they head to the line for this 3rd down play. Clock running. Oh, they're after him. Oh, and he got drilled as he just got rid of the football. Memphis will be forced to punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And no chance for the return man to get his hands on that one as it hops out of bounds. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. Guys, it's been an entertaining first half and not a lot of time left to put some more points on the board.
No, but you got this possession right here to maybe go into the half tied up. So good first half, but a great way, Jesse, to end this first half.
Yeah, you'd love to take that momentum into the second half. And listen, this offense practices 2-minute every single week for this exact situation. They'd love to be able to go generate a few more points before taking it into the locker room.
They're dealing with a second and long. They'll leave it with him. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable third and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
Despite failing earlier on fourth down, they will try again here. Pressure coming. And the incomplete pass turns it over in their own end. Here comes that Memphis offense back onto the field. Davis looking to pass. Just gets rid of it before the heat. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing. Backed up now, here's second and long. They'll run it from the gun. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. It'll be third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Catch in the middle, it's Johnson. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
QBs, when they see these zone coverages, man, some of them panic. Some of them throw it too quickly and can make bad decisions. I like how he waited a little bit, waited for the right window, the right opportunity. There's always going to be holes in zones. I just got to be a little bit patient.
He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line and a big red zone opportunity here. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. Behind the chains now on second and long. The give to the left. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a first and goal. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. They were banking on the yards after the catch, but that went into the negative column.
And I'm banking on the ball coming out quick. When I'm a defense and understanding third and short, understand they're going to throw the ball really quickly, try to make a play. The defense knew it, broke on the football, made a nice tackle to force a fourth down.
On fourth down, he'll try to toss it. Fires to the end zone. It's incomplete, and the defense comes up with a stop.
You know, offensively in that situation, fourth down, you're throwing for it. Everything has to go right, or someone just needs to be able to make a play to keep the drive alive. They couldn't get it done, and now the offense is coming off the field.
It's complete. They've got the first down, mark it at the 26 in the waning seconds of the half. Wants to throw on first down. He's got the tight end. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
That's caught. It's Johnson. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays.
Timeout, Missouri.
Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Back to throw, and they've got to be aware of the clock. Grabbed in the middle. It's Terry. That should be the final play of the first half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, 2 quarters down, and I've got to say, this has been a fun watch so far in Memphis.
Memphis ready to kick it deep and get the second half going. On the move from inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. They'll get things started on this drive from the 24. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Power football with the run. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27. Missouri wants to go fast. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
And look, I know this offense made some adjustments at halftime. They couldn't wait to get back out on the field and try to generate a score. But their defense is playing lights out. So to me right now, this is a no-brainer. After the incompletion on 3rd, just punt it away and let your defense eat.
This offense has failed on its previous 2 4th down attempts, but they need to keep this drive alive. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Hauls it in, the 1st down and more. He's got enough for the 1st down. They'll spot it at the 37. The Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that 4th down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he showed you the arm talent on the throw.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
They get him stopped after a pickup of 5 to the 28. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. They go to the ground. Gets it past the marker. Oh, a lot of space. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9.
That's a big key for this offense. Now, you've got the lead here in the second half. You want to run the football, and you got to just keep getting positive yards. You got to keep the 3rd downs manageable so you can stay on the field.
And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Back to pass. He finds a dead spot in the middle. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6. After this long of a drive, you have to cap it off with a touchdown, and here comes 3rd and goal. Running to the left. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. A field goal here would make it a 2-possession game, but they elect to leave the offense on the field on 4th down. The snap sets up to throw. Unleashes to the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers! The offense puts up 6 for that trip to the end zone. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead.
This guy's an excellent route runner, and he has really good hands. You've got to. That's now his 3rd receiving touchdown. They've only played 3 games. Nobody can cover this guy up to this point of the season.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Tight end now in motion. Davis will throw. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
That's a good example there of complementary defense. The DBs and linebackers are playing zone, they're playing their spaces, and they force the QB to have to hold the ball, try to work through his progressions, and then the pass rush, they win up front.
The Tigers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Wants to fire on second down. The short hands, it's Johnson. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. Memphis wants to move quickly. On the option. Quick toss. They thought they could just run it on third and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. Memphis will send the punt team onto the field. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. Mizzou has it back in the offense coming out on the field. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Showing the arm strength down the left side. Fires into traffic, intercepted.
QB's got to pick and choose their spots when they want to be really aggressive and try to fit balls in tight windows. Great job on the DB, making a big play, getting the ball back to its offense.
He wants to start this drive with a pass. Catch in the middle, it's Anderson. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup. And the Tigers can really attack on this second and short. The give on the option. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back on this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
And here comes the offense on second down. Gonna run it. It's Bryant. Got some room into the goal line. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Memphis.
Man, what a nice touchdown run. And this is a team effort, right? It's got to start with the offensive line to give you that crease, and then the wide receivers start to kick in, and the running back, he handles the rest. Nice touchdown run.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Week in and week out, guys, you never know what's going to happen in college football. Check this out. Troy is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the tide may be turning. This program has picked itself up before, and it's capable of it again today. They're trailing by 10 to Rice.
The give to the back.
Sunbelt, Funbelt. We'll circle back if anything big happens. You should know about it.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Second down, they'll go to the air. Zings it complete to the right. He'll go out of bounds at the 28-yard line, and deep in your own end, you need plays like that. Now on first down from the 28. Here's the handoff. Shows him the stiff arm. They'll spot the ball at the 34 as he goes out of bounds right there. The Tigers with a second and short to keep this drive moving. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
These RPO runs, they're like body blows. I like them because it just sort of chips away at a defense. You'll take these kind of games all game long. You keep running the football this way, you're going to keep moving the sticks. You're going to keep driving this defense back, so keep at it with the RPO game.
And nice job by the defense staying glued to him, getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football, knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
Quick completion on the out. Wide open spaces. And he is marked out of bounds after another big gain. This aerial attack has had no problem moving the ball with chunk plays. Missouri has it ready to go with another first down. Caught over the middle. It's Terry. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered to pick up the first. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. They run into a bit of trouble here, 3rd and long from the 25, and the last thing they want is to get knocked out of field goal range. From the gun, wants to pass. They're working that left side, and they'll move the chains with the first down, but that might be it for the 3rd quarter. That's the end of the quarter, and Missouri has the lead. And we've reached the end of the 3rd, and time is running out if they're going to cut into this deficit. Let's take a look at our game stats before we move on. So first down will open up the final period. From the gun, the running back has it. He's stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. They'll try the run. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks.
And just a great job by the defense being stout, right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense. And this defense has to step forward. Not only do they have to get a stop, they've got to do it quickly to keep that time from running down. And they get nothing. The ball remains at the 2-yard line. Wide receiver comes in motion. 2nd and short, maybe looking for a shot. Touchdown, Tigers! And they take it in for 6 more points. They tack a little more onto this lead, and they're on their way to a 3-0 start.
And, man, a lot of times late in games, you see offenses, they get very conservative, very predictable, and then they leave it in the hands of their defense. I like this execution, man. The offense continues to do what they do, and they take the 2-score lead in the 4th quarter, everything going in their direction.
Memphis has the ball back and the offense ready to go to work. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. The run to the left. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. They'll send the back in motion. Davis looking to pass. Swings it out to the flat. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
Here's a hit. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26. The pocket broke down, and the quarterback had to take the sack.
Really impressed by this pass rush, Reese. Just guys winning their individual battles one-on-one up front. They're able to get to the quarterback.
On 4th down, they'll throw for it. Fires one high and deep. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Desperately wanted to convert on 4th down, but couldn't do it. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Works his way ahead for about 3 yards, stopped at the 23. Missouri gets to the line quickly.
Well, the offense has the lead, and we call this 4-minute offense. This is a situation that teams around the country practice, having the lead late in the game and needing to ice it by running the football and throwing high-percentage passes.
From here, it would just be a 30-yard field goal try. Let's see how aggressive they're going to be to try to pick up that first down. From the gun, wants to pass. Quick strike complete. Thrust that arm out. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 13.
I don't know if they're trying to get this guy Heisman consideration, but the fact that they're still throwing the ball at this point of the game with a lead like they have is surprising, I gotta be honest.
And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it.
And those are frustrating. Like, those drops really annoy you because those running backs are always asking to be more a part of the game plan. Get the ball more, touch it more. An awesome opportunity in the pass game to make a play, ball right in his hands, and that is a missed opportunity.
Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Rush is on him. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
And the offense got themselves in a tough situation. 3rd and long, so hard to execute, especially when the field starts to shrink. But the good news is they got a field goal in their back pocket.
On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. He's got it on the run. He will not get there. They'll turn it over on downs, and that leaves the door open. The Tigers are backed up. They can feel the shadow of their own goalpost and trying to create some room. Davis will throw. Finds the tight end. And that is good versatility there, and a big hit from the backer in pass coverage. And the Tigers can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Wants to go up top. Looking to the big tight end. On target over the middle. Coming out, attacking from deep in their own end, and they're out of the 26 for the 1st down.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that 1st down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
Got a man in the middle. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the 1st down.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. Just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now. Get ready for another one.
Fires to the wideout. He makes a catch. And a big hit at the end, but it didn't stop him from getting the 1st down.
And that's the exact opposite what this defense wants. When you have the lead, you can't give up an explosive play or back-to-back explosive plays. Play the coverage where you've got multiple eyes on the quarterback. Dropping back, not giving up the big play.
Memphis getting set to snap it on 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. He'll pull it down. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. 2nd down coming. Looking to fire. Throws to the wideout. Got it in the middle. It's Johnson. They want to throw to get it in there. They've got it in business in the red zone at the 13. They'll run it in the red zone. It's Bryant. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. Davis looking to pass. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. Offense rushing to the line of scrimmage. Clock is stopped for the 1st down. They'll try to get it off quickly. Gets it out fast. Touchdown, Memphis. The finisher, the exclamation point on that drive.
And that's step 1. Great job by this offense getting in the end zone. Now you got to go get the stop. You got to get the football back. You got to find a way to do something to create a turnover, get an onside, to get the football back, to get back in this football game.
They still need a touchdown and 2-point conversion to tie, and they'll go for the onside kick here in the 4th. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. Guys, you want to be productive here and not go into a shell, but you've got to take care of the ball.
Yeah, and I think you say productive. Reese, productive at this point in the game is running the clock and getting 1st down. So, Jesse, I can expect this defense to be aggressive, way up near the line of scrimmage, bringing a bunch of bodies.
He's going to let it go. Touchdown, Missouri! And they add 6 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. That lead's a little more comfortable now as they close in on a victory here in week 3.
And it was so important for the offense to come up with a touchdown there and not kick a field goal. You're trying to put this thing out of reach. And that touchdown puts so much pressure on their opponent now with less than 2 minutes to go.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. He'll start this drive going to the air. Under heat, and he gets rid of it. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss.
And this is a tough time for this offense because you're in passing mode. You're in comeback mode, and what is that? The defense knows that. Like, they're pinning their ears back. They're coming after the quarterback, and you've already struggled protecting your guy today and creating those explosive plays.
And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. The offense gets a quick timeout at this point. Every second is precious. The defense all revved up after that earlier sack, and they'll try to stop them right here. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
Got to give this defense a lot of credit because even down to the last seconds in this football game, we're seeing outstanding effort. QB taking a shot down the middle of the field. There's a defender swatting it away. They have had this quarterback's number all game long, and that's why they're winning this game.
He's taking a deep shot. Makes a catch. 1st down and maybe a lot more. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense. And they spike it to stop the clock.
QB spikes the ball and the clock is stopped. No gain on the play.
So now it's 2nd and long.
2nd down.
They'll send the tight end in motion. Off play action. Unloads to the wideout. Just masterful working that sideline and getting the toe down for the catch.
Well, this offense has a ton of work left ahead of them here in this 2-minute situation late in the game. But the drive off to a good start. You get the 1st down, you get out of bounds, you work in the perimeter of the field. That is exactly what you want to do.
Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock. They've got it down to the 3. Now it's 2nd and goal. Davis will throw, using the quick game. And the defense knocks him down immediately behind the line.
I don't love the play call at this juncture in the game. You're down. You've got to take shots. The defense is not going to be blitzing, so these screens probably aren't going to work.
Looking to throw on 3rd and goal. Buys a little time. Give him 6 and give them a chance with the late touchdown still alive in this one.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
Cool as a cucumber as the hands team makes a sure catch.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time, when you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
Didn't put much on that one, and it's incomplete.
Really nice pressure by the defense, getting in there quickly, getting a hit on the quarterback, making the quarterback make a quick decision, and he makes the wrong decision. He throws into double coverage, but that's really because of the pressure in his face and the physical hit on his body.
He's out of bounds after a really nice game, but there is a marker on the field. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. Line getting set on 2nd down. Got the quick pass. They mark him out of bounds at the 42, and they're on the move. come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left. They have the lead in a one-possession game, but they're thinking deliver the knockout blow, but this carries big-time risk on 4th down. No signs of any kind of kicker as they'll leave the offense out there to try to move those chains. He'll go up top, maybe a deciding play here. A shot toward the end zone. It's incomplete, and they tried to finish this quarter with a bang and couldn't quite connect. Now this team...